Honestly, no one would ever like to venture into a business and end up making losses. No one. But today, I've seen so many people venturing into the school business and they end up making losses, and so many are under depression. And I've also seen so many people who are running them who are extremely depressed and frustrated. Why? In most cases, people will never tell you that school business is not like any other normal business. Firstly, it's a long-term business. It is long-term business. It doesn't bring profits that easily. And then it is also a demanding business. It will demand your efforts, your time, your resources, and your everything. So at the end of the day, it is not a business whereby it becomes static. No, you have to continue producing results year in, year out. So if you would like to venture into the school business, or if you're venturing into it now, don't make a mistake of starting it today and expect to get so many profits the same year or even after 2 years. And that's why you find that so many schools have collapsed, because people have told their friends, if you open up a school, you're going to make a lot of money. And then people have gone to banks, they have done visibility study, feasibility study, and all those analysis and background checks, and they have ended up getting loans, huge loans. Others have mortgaged their houses, and even their houses have gone. Why? Because when people look at children in a school, they think that maybe every child is paying money. But school business is one of the most complicated businesses, because in most cases, if your school doesn't have a pedigree or a name, you can't behave like those traditional schools whereby they will tell a parent, for your child to be admitted or for your child to start schooling for this term, you have to pay to zero balance. And then in other schools, since we are competing for kids, we want the children, we want the clients, you will give them that room so that they enter and they pay later. And then others end up not paying. And that's why we have also found out that so many schools do a lot of financial mistakes and also losses, because parents have identified and discovered that loopholes in schools, that we cannot allow children in. A child studies for 2 months, they have been eating, they have been given everything, then they go. So if you are thinking of venturing into the school business, do one thing right. First study the business, understand it, do a lot of market research, do a lot of ground research, and try to inquire from people who are in it. If possible, take a year or two, do what they call benchmarking before venturing or investing a lot of money. Why? We find that most people who invest money without taking time to understand how things are, they struggle the most. And that's why today we have so many amazing buildings and they're empty. Or you build a school and you build it for other people. They're the ones who are benefiting. Why? You don't know how it runs. And the people whom you put in the school are the ones who are taking the lion's share, simply because you, the director, don't understand how the school runs. So before investing money in anything that you don't understand, it's a risk, and a big, big risk. Today, I've seen so many schools collapse simply because the owners invested a lot of money and they expected a lot from the schools, and they were extremely frustrated. One thing that we should all understand, that school is more of a service. Yes, it doesn't mean that schools don't make profits, but the profit margin isn't that big. Why? The cost of maintaining a school itself, those costs are very, very high. From the utilities, from the feeding, paying teachers, if you are renting, that is from the rent, from the scholastic materials, from all the things that are being used in the school. It is extremely expensive to run a school. And you find that at times the parents might not be in position to pay the money that can sustain a school. Ask yourself, why do governments, universities, or schools, at times they even charge school fees, but they end up getting support from the government? Why? If you would like to start a school, do a lot of ground learning. Members learn from the field. Then these are some of the mistakes that you should avoid. If you are to start up a school, avoid starting a school using a loan. The school business can't support you to pay a loan. At the end of the day, the school will be taken and your property will be taken. Another thing, if you're starting up a school, take time to know exactly what makes a school a competitive school. Today, most people have just invested in buildings and they have amazing buildings. You're going to so many schools because we do train teachers in different parts of the country and outside Uganda. But at times, you visit schools or you get stories about so many schools and you see a very good looking school and you find that they have spent over 5 years but their enrollment has never gone beyond 200. It's not because of the buildings but because of the directors of the school. Then in the same community you find other schools which have ramshackle buildings with hundreds and hundreds of learners. Why? Because those people have mastered the game. And at the end of the day, you might find that they're even charging the same school fees range. They're just in the same ranges. So, to manage school business, if you would like to venture into the school business, take time to first do a lot of learning. Why would a person spend $1 billion, 500 million, 100 million, 50 million, 1 million, and you invest it in a school, but you can't spend some money in learning? And that's why chances of doing that and failing are very high. If you don't first spend some money and say, now this portion, I'm going to invest it into learning, firstly, maybe consultation, then doing a lot of research, ground research, that will save you a lot. But if you say, no, all my money I have to invest it in a school and I don't have any portion allocated to learning, chances of that school struggling are very high. So we encourage any person who would like to start up a school and any person who is running a school to always look for the professional guidance, that professional touch. Yes, you might be having the money, but having money and running a school or starting up a school are totally different things. Don't allow your money go in the gutters because someone told you that the school business is profitable. I'll tell you one thing, today we also have so many schools in the country and even in all countries. We have moved to different countries and you find schools sprouting everywhere. So schools are becoming like shops. Parents have so many choices. So think twice before investing your money in a school, and even if you're investing your money in a school, first seek for professional guidance. Even if when you had the background of a teacher, being a teacher. That's why you find that so many people start up schools when they have just been mere teachers or a mere school leader. Yes, it is possible, you can do it and make it. But again, you also struggle somewhere, somehow. Why? Because there are so many things that you have to know on how to run the school, how to sustain it, how to break even, and above all, how to be an outstanding school. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to reach out to us. And don't forget to like and subscribe to Teachers TV Africa. I'm Teacher Peter Okwari. We have trained so many teachers, over 125,000, and we have been in so many schools. We also run and manage schools, so we are talking this or we are sharing this information out of experience. Thank you for watching. May God bless you. We love you.